Today we're getting into the latest Tesla news, including restored self-driving features for newly delivered cars, a Tesla recall in China, fake Tesla defects, more Model S deliveries, and more, so let's get into it. First up today, the biggest story for Tesla in the past few months has been the removal of radar on their most popular vehicles. Tesla detailed their plan to transition to Tesla Vision, which is their camera-based autopilot system, to enable those features along with full self-driving. They suddenly removed radar sensors in all of their newly delivered Model 3s and Model Ys, which frightened some customers and left newly delivered Model 3s and Model Ys with some limitations in the meantime. Quote, "For a short period of time during this transition, cars with Tesla Vision may be delivered with some features temporarily limited or inactive, including auto steer will be limited to a maximum speed of 75 miles per hour and a longer minimum following distance. Smart Summon, if equipped, and emergency lane departure avoidance may be disabled at delivery. In the weeks ahead, we'll start restoring these features via a series of over-the-air software updates. All other available autopilot and full self-driving features will be active at delivery depending on order configuration." Well, the uncertainty of that timeline in the weeks ahead left some worried, including myself, as to how long it would be that these cars were limited to 75 miles per hour with auto steer on, especially since they are Tesla's newest vehicles. Older cars have these features, but new ones don't? Luckily, Tesla has held true to their word. When responding to a tweet about these features, Elon Musk tweeted saying, quote, "Production release update coming this week, which includes raising max speed to 80 miles per hour. Sorry, 75 mile per hour limit was done as precautionary measure. Turned out to be unnecessary." Still, this is lower than the normal autopilot limit of 90 miles per hour on radar Model 3s and Ys, but that 5 mile per hour bump is welcomed by many. Also, this is an Elon tweet about software, which we know we can't really rely on. However, this time the update has actually begun arriving to customers just a day later. Tesla is pushing out software version 2021.4.18.10 to radarless Model 3s and Model Ys. Among the updates are your normal minor fixes, but emergency lane departure avoidance has returned, along with Smart Summon. It doesn't mention it in the release notes, but customers who have received the update note that it now goes up to 80 miles per hour for auto steer, so Tesla delivered this update when Elon said they would. Definitely great news, and it's exactly what Tesla said they would do and what they needed to do. The next steps will be updates getting it back to the full 90 mile per hour limit to match vehicles with radar included. Still, I've heard that Sentry Mode doesn't work properly, so that's a big fix that needs to come to these cars soon. Regarding safety, these features have now been officially rated, and we'll get to that more in a minute. These updates come to Tesla Vision cars right as Tesla is hopefully planning to release version 9 of their full self-driving beta. Elon has been talking about it for a long time now, and last week he said, quote, "I'm driving Alpha 9, but we need to fix some obvious issues before releasing Beta 9, hopefully next week. FSD subscription capability should be turning on via the Tesla app. We should be hearing a lot about these features soon, so I'll be sure to keep you posted, but keep in mind that full self-driving beta timelines differ greatly in accuracy from a fleet-wide vehicle update. Just because they pushed out this 80 mile per hour update a day after he tweeted does not reflect full self-driving beta timelines and predictions." Now, let's talk about some Tesla fake defects. So Tesla is by no means perfect. They have a number of issues that need fixing. Quality control is an issue, and I still think that there are many areas they need to focus on in their cars at the prices they sell them at. However, it seems that nearly every day or week, we get some headline about Tesla's quality control or need for a recall, and we end up finding out that there was actually no story there in the first place. One recent video blew up on TikTok. In it, the owner says he just received his new Tesla, a brand new Model S with the Yoke, and the airbag on the steering wheel is not even connected. He pulls the airbag out of the Yoke, which is alarming, and says that it is unacceptable. At first watch, yes, that is alarming. No car should be delivered with this defect. However, it's very clear that this wasn't delivered. In the video, you can see that the vehicle is in transport mode, which is only enabled when specifically transporting the vehicle. Customers picking up their vehicles never see this mode. That means that this wasn't delivered to a customer, so even if this issue is truly an issue, it most likely would have been fixed in final inspection before delivery approval. What we often see is that the initial story blows up and then nothing else that comes out about it ever really matters, even if the entire thing was fake. Well, the creator of that video posted another TikTok apologizing. In it, he said, quote, "This video is for Elon Musk. I love your product, sir, I do. I love your product. I had no idea, and I'm sorry from the bottom of my heart. I had no idea that I was not supposed to get into that vehicle because it was not locked at all. I just want to say I apologize. This video went viral and I got a call from the actual police department saying that they don't want me on their property. So this message is to Elon Musk. I'm sorry, and I'm actually purchasing a Tesla. Got one on order. So while this airbag issue may have been present in a car from the factory, no, it was not delivered to this customer this way. He 100% made that up for this video. Also, it's pretty wild that he got into a random car at a Tesla delivery center, but that's besides the point. If a Tesla is truly being delivered this way, then it is an issue, but it was clear from the start that this wasn't delivered like this. It still didn't stop the story from spreading, and now thousands of people think that a $130,000 vehicle was delivered without the proper main airbag installed. Another recent story like this came with a huge recall in China for the Model 3 and Model Y. CNN said Tesla hits another bump in the road in China with huge recall, with the first line saying Tesla's bad run in China is getting worse. Car and Driver said Tesla recalls 285,000 cars in China over cruise control problem. Now, technically calling this a recall is accurate. According to NHTSA, quote, a recall is issued when a manufacturer or NHTSA determines that a vehicle, equipment, car seat, or tire create an unreasonable safety risk or fails to meet minimum safety standards. Manufacturers are required to fix the problem by repairing it, replacing it, offering a refund, or in rare cases, repurchasing the vehicle. So no matter what the fix is, if it is required for safety, it is called a recall. So how is Tesla planning to fix this massive recall? A software update that has already been released and installed on most of these vehicles. The update simply adds chimes and alerts to traffic-aware cruise control, notifying you more clearly when you enter and exit it. So it was an official fix that Tesla did, and regulation required them to call it a recall, but it is by no means a bump in the road. Simply 285,000 cars are receiving a fairly standard software update to address traffic-aware cruise control confusion. It's always frustrating to see things like these last two stories, because if Tesla truly is making big mistakes, treating people poorly, delivering cars in terrible condition, or recalling 285,000 vehicles for serious issues, then it really matters and is something we should talk about. However, most of the time these issues are blown way out of proportion. They're by no means perfect, but the true story is often hard to find after these large, scary Tesla headlines. Another reason for Tesla to have a PR department, but according to Elon Musk, quote, other companies spend money on advertising and manipulating public opinion. Tesla focuses on the product. I trust the people. Next up, Tesla has started shipping normal long-range Model S's along with the Plaid models. At their delivery event, they launched the Plaid Model S and delivered 25 of them. For a minute there, we didn't really hear about any other models shipping to customers, but now Plaids and regular long-range models have begun deliveries right at the end of the quarter. Many argue that the long-range Model S is actually the most bang for your buck. Compared to the Plaid, it's $50,000 cheaper, and you get all of the same great features aside from the spoiler, Plaid badge, top speed 0 to 60, and overall tri-motor power. Still, with the long range, you get the Yoke, new screen, ventilated seats, a 3.1 second 0 to 60, and everything that has been updated on the car, along with a 405-mile EPA range. Currently, if you order, the estimated delivery is for September to October. Here are some photos posted by @TeslaQuadCities on Twitter, who appears to be one of the first taking deliveries of this normal refreshed Model S. This one has a black interior with the wood panels, and again, everything is largely the same as the Plaid Model S. It still looks like an incredible premium vehicle, and I feel this refresh has done a great job of taking the Model S and X into the future. Now for the Model X, it appears that not a single new Model X has been delivered yet, but the estimated delivery for those on Tesla's website is now January to February. It's unclear if these will start deliveries soon and they are back-ordered, or if it's going to take that much longer for the Model X to launch entirely. The end of the quarter wraps up today for Tesla, so they have been pushing extremely hard with deliveries, as they normally do. Unfortunately, along with this always comes some practices from Tesla that many do not appreciate. A few Tesla owners have indicated that their delivery dates have been pushed back even after receiving a VIN. This means that Tesla matched them with a specific vehicle and then ended up giving that vehicle to another customer. Likely this is because a different customer was able to take delivery sooner and add into the quarterly delivery number for Tesla. Definitely not appreciated by customers waiting for their vehicles, but it's a big part of what helps Tesla get the maximum number of sales they can at quarter's end. I know that if this were to happen to me and I was ready to take delivery with a VIN and was told my car was given to someone else, I would surely not be happy whatsoever, so the frustration makes a lot of sense. What are your thoughts though? Leave a comment below and let me know what you think about Tesla doing this, even if it's only to a small handful of customers. Now back to those new features being pushed to radarless Model 3s and Model Ys. The Model 3 has been tested again by the IIHS and received a Top Safety Pick Plus rating. This is the highest safety award this agency gives, and they said, quote, IIHS has completed tests of the 2021 Tesla Model 3's new camera-based front crash prevention system, which rates superior for vehicle-to-vehicle interactions intersections, and advanced for pedestrian interactions. This rating shows that the removal of radar sensors in the Model 3 is working out for overall safety features. These were some of the biggest concerns for customers, as radar seemed necessary for features like emergency braking. Elon Musk responded to this rating on Twitter saying, quote, "Top Safety Pick Plus from IIHS. That's the highest overall rating, but we think we can get max score for all subcategories/individual tests too. Retesting in a month or so with improved software. The improved software will then be uploaded to all cars with FSD computers." Tesla still appears to be one of the only companies truly pushing software updates, and especially pushing updates that improve safety. If what Elon is saying is correct, it would mean that the vast majority of Teslas already in the hands of customers, those with the full self-driving computer, will receive improved safety features via software. So even though your 2019 Model 3 has its own great safety rating, it could be getting even better this year for crash prevention. Then, if a crash still occurs, the Model 3 has the lowest probability of injury of any vehicle ever tested by NHTSA. After this rating from IIHS, Consumer Reports reissued the Model 3's status of a top pick in their ratings. Now that independent tests are proving their effectiveness of the camera-based radarless safety features in the Model 3, it has regained the Consumer Reports top pick status. This is all great to see, since the removal of radar on Tesla's vehicles, especially so suddenly, frightened many. Now we are seeing this new system is just as good as before and could be even better soon. The real questions will come with Autopilot and full self-driving updates in the future, particularly in the rain. Next up, I talked last week about how Panasonic is planning to make a large investment in Tesla's 4680 battery cell form factor if all goes well in their testing. At the same time, it was reported that Panasonic, who remains Tesla's main battery supplier, has sold their entire stake of Tesla. Back in 2019, Panasonic invested in Tesla and both companies grew together, partly thanks to their partnership at Giga Nevada. This is the biggest battery factory in the world and remains the place where most Tesla battery cells are produced. Reportedly, with the sale of their Tesla stake, Panasonic received around $3.6 billion. This is a massive profit on their original Tesla stake, which they originally purchased for around $30 million. Many are wondering what this means for Panasonic and Tesla going forward. They still work together at Giga Nevada and plan to work together more on 4680 battery cells, but according to a Panasonic spokesperson, quote, "Our relationship with Tesla as a business partner will not change going forward." In the future, Tesla plans to build their own battery cells but keep using suppliers like Panasonic, but it's interesting to see Panasonic sell their entire stake and not even keep some. Regardless, they turned an incredible profit. Further regarding battery cell supply, Tesla has signed a new long-term battery agreement with CATL, China's biggest battery producer. With electric cars becoming more and more popular across the industry, battery supply is getting more and more crucial and in demand. With production at Giga Shanghai, Tesla has begun using LG Chem as well as CATL, and CATL has grown rapidly. Quote, "The signing of the agreement represents Tesla's further recognition of the product quality and production capacity of the company's batteries, which is conducive to strengthening the long-term and stable cooperative relationship between the company and Tesla, and in line with the interests of the company and its shareholders." Tesla is continuing to get serious about battery supply, and we will likely see many more deals like this in the coming months and years, even as Tesla builds up their own cell manufacturing. Next up, a few updates about the Plaid Model S, which is proving itself incredibly impressive. We've already seen incredible verifications of Plaid track times from Motor Trend, achieving a 1.98 second 0 to 60 in very specific circumstances. Over the past couple of weeks since it's launched, Unplugged Performance has been working on their modified Plaid Model S, which just won the exhibition class at Pikes Peak. In some previous testing, it was passing McLaren's without any issue on the track, and it's proving how well it performs accelerating at any speed repeatedly, not just an initial 0 to 60. Even with a 50% state of charge, the Model S Plaid is performing incredibly well. Some new testing by drag times showed that the Model S is holding up well and even posting a faster 0 to 60 with a lower state of charge. Previously, Model S times would vary quite a bit after launching multiple times or having a lower charge. The Plaid is just beginning to ship, so we will get a lot more information on all of this coming in the next few weeks and months, but it is living up to the hype that Tesla has put on it for performance. Last up today, Honda has officially announced that they are making an electric SUV coming to the US in 2024. They are one of the last automakers to announce their plans for a true EV, but it is still at least 3 years off. Quote, "Honda today announced that its first new volume battery electric vehicle will be named Prologue, signaling a new electrified era that will lead to the company's vision for 100% zero-emission vehicle sales in North America by 2040. An all-new SUV coming to market in early 2024. 2024, the battery electric Honda Prologue will be highly competitive with the functionality expected by Honda customers. More specific details about the new vehicle will be released over the coming months, and Honda will engage with prospective EV customers throughout the launch, starting with a new webpage. The website says that this is the first in a series of EVs planned for Honda, but not much else has been shared. With 3 years to go, tons could change on this vehicle, so we'll see where they go from here. It's great to see Honda getting serious about an EV, although 2024 seems to be far too late. Better late than never, I suppose. That's all the latest Tesla news for today, so in the meantime, if you want to see why you might want to order your Tesla now if you plan to get one, you can check out that video linked over here or in the description below. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.